Hello, boys and girls. This is lesson 1, part 2 of Ms. Costa's lesson. This one is a long one, so we will be together for a while. The title is How and Why Do Animals Play? On page 13, we see the objective, which is today you will be able to, 1, discover and explain the relationship between play and life skills in animals. And then on slide 14, we see our close reading strategies. During reading, remember to read in silence or read the story aloud to someone. Use a think aloud for each paragraph. I think this paragraph is, I wonder if, I think this word means, this part says that. Number 3, reread the text the next day you start working in the assignment again. Number 4, use context clues to know the meanings of unfamiliar words. Number 5, write notes in the graphic organizer about the most important facts in the text. After reading, remember to 1, underline key details before you answer questions. Number 2, use quotes and paraphrase the answers. Number 3, write clear and neat, check spelling and grammar. And number 4, contact your teacher if you need help completing the assignment. On slide 15, we see the directions that say read the story closely to understand the relationship between play and life skills in animals. The title is Play, Play Again by Ellen Braff. First paragraph. The struggle for survival in nature is deadly serious. What place is there for play, an activity that doesn't help animals eat, grow, or reproduce? And play is risky. Animals can break bones, pull muscles, or get bitten or scratched. Why is play worth the risk? Many scientists believe it's essential for survival, as important as food or sleep. According to the animal play expert Mark Beckoff of the University of Colorado, play is serious business. And then on that slide, we see a picture of leopard cubs play rough to develop the strengths and skills they need as adult hunters. Now on slide 16, it says getting ready for the adult world. Playing lets animals try out different ways of doing things again and again in a safe environment where mistakes won't be fatal. Most scientists believe that when animals play, they are practicing skills they'll need later in life. This is why different kinds of animals play in different ways. Young predators, such as wolves, lions, and bears, play by stalking, pouncing, biting, and shaking their heads from side to side. They're honing their skills for when they will run down, catch, and kill prey. When a wolf pup chases its own tail, bites it, and yanks it back and forth, the pup is rehearsing skills it will need one day as a hunter. Prey animals, such as elk, deer, or antelope play differently. They dash about like crazy, leaping wildly in the air, twisting, turning, twirling. According to biologist John Byers of the University of Idaho, they act like they have flies in their brains. But these animals are rehearsing skills they'll need one day to escape predators and avoid becoming dinner. During play, animals constantly monitor their behavior to keep play going. If one animal plays too roughly, the play ends. To keep things fun, they often reverse roles. A stronger or dominant animal will lie on its back, assuming a submissive position, while a weaker animal gets to play boss. And here next to the picture, we see animals play in different ways. Wolf cubs play at chasing and attacking, while young mountain goats play at leaping and running away. Now on slide 17, we see taking risks. Animals at play are also training for the unexpected. In play, animals learn about the world around them and their own physical limits. They need to test those limits and experience unpredictable situations. Could explain why animals sometimes seem to prefer play that is a bit dangerous. A study of Siberian ibexes at Brookfield Zoo in Chicago showed that even though half their enclosure was flat and grassy, a perfect place to frolic in safety, the young goats chose to play most of their time in steep, rocky area where they were much more likely to get hurt. Why did they place themselves in danger? Beckoff believes that such play helps animals develop flexibility in their minds as well as their muscles, so that they are better prepared to deal with unexpected or uncontrolled events. In the confusion of fleeing a sudden attack by a predator, an ibex may stumble or crash into another member of the herd. But if it has had lots of practice regaining its footing in play, its misstep is less likely to spell disaster. We'll go on to slide 18, playing for smarts. Research shows that smarter animals spend more time playing. Elephants play more than horses, wolves play more than rabbits, and parrots play more than ducks or sparrows. Smarter animals also play in more creative and complex ways. Not surprisingly, humans and chimpanzees are among the most playful species. Play could actually help Could play actually help the brain grow? Some scientists think so. They believe that play exercises the brain like lifting a weight exercises a muscle. They even call play brain food. So play on. Your brain will thank you for it. All right, on side 19, we see the instructions, which say use the graphic organizer on the next page to annotate the most important facts about the story, Play, Play Again. On page 20, it says use the following guiding questions to write your notes. What kind of animals play? What body features do animals use to play? How do animals play? Why do animals play? On the left side, it gives you the section that we're looking at. And then on the right-hand side, it asks you to give the most important information from that section. And the first one is done for you. Ms. Costas wrote that leopard cubs play to be strong and get ready to hunt when they grow up. And animals play to survive and not be hurt. If we go down to slide 21, we will see the text-dependent questions. Based on paragraph 4, 7, and 8, why is play important for animals? Describe 2 ways of playing that animals use and give a reason for each one. Use the graphic organizer in slide 22 to answer the question. Use my example in the next slide as a guide to answer the question. On slide 22, we see why is play important for animals? Describe 2 ways of playing that animals use and give a reason for each one. Look at the example in the boxes below. Ways that animals play. How? Describe. Paragraph 3. Evidence. Young predators such as wolves, lions, and bears play by stalking, pouncing, biting, and shaking their heads from side to side. Own words. Young predators play roughly. They play fight with each other. Reason. Why? Explain. This is on the right side. Paragraph 3, evidence. Most scientists believe that when animals play, they are practicing skills they need later in life. Below that, we see in our own words, play fighting helps young predators to practice hunting skills they need when they grow up. On page 23, we see how did I answer the question? Number 1, I read the question carefully. Number 2, I reread my notes in paragraph 3 to answer the question. Number 3, I added evidence to support my answer. Number 4, I used my words to explain the answer. And number 5, I double-checked my work. How will you answer the question? 1, you will read the question carefully. Number 2, you will reread your notes in one of the paragraphs to answer the question. Number 3, you will add evidence to support your answer. Number 4, you will use your own words to explain the answer. And number 5, you will double check your work. On slide 24 is the graphic organizer that you are going to complete following Ms. Costa's examples and her instructions. And that is it for day 1, part 2. I'll make a video for the last lesson, and thanks for listening.